Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now from MacEachern Construction Company is Dan MacEachern. So nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I know you've been here for a while and have met with Michael before, but this is my first time to meet you.
Yeah.
So tell me about your background. Like, how did you end up in the field of construction?
Well, I just sort of walked into it. There was a young kid who was he used to work out in Laguna Woods here when it was Leisure World, and he asked me if I wanted to come out and help sell some covers, and I had never really sold anything before. And I said, well, I'll go out there, and so that's how I got started right here in Laguna Woods. He worked as a salesperson out here, and then I took his place.
Wow.
He said, I'm going to leave. He's going to Hawaii. So I ended up they gave me like 4 or 5 leads, and I went out there and then got lucky enough, and I sold all those leads. So that's how it transitioned. Then I went into remodeling, and so I always did the patios and did remodeling. And so, but now because we've been running the commercial, it's been so good, and my patio work is really picked up. And so I went from a couple of years ago, I got kind of out of the construction business as far as remodeling, went into just doing the patios and the kitchen remodels. But now I've decided that I'm going to just do the patios and enclosures and make rooms and that, and not do the kitchens anymore. And I know a couple of ladies, I think they're called Designing Women, they do kitchens here in Laguna Woods, so I'm referring them now.
Okay.
And so it's good. People call in, they say, well, I'm not going to do the kitchens anymore, but I've got a couple of ladies that can help you do that.
You've got a good referral for it, though.
Right, so it made it easier.
Yeah.
And so, but the patio business has been very good.
And so now, when you're talking about a patio, like you're talking about like an enclosure?
Yeah, right. And
so not just a cover above.
Well, you can do covers too, and there's still a lot of that. But the main focus recently has been patio rooms, and there's the one right there that we finished a while back.
Yeah.
But the patio rooms are not just more space. People move into Laguna Woods, and sometimes they're downsizing and stuff, but that's really not the main reason people want a patio. They want to enclose their patio so they can have a little different room. And patios have more glass, they're lighter, and they're more cheerful. And so it's not just about making more space. I like to make it where the patio is a different room. And we just finished a job recently for ladies and artists, and I've done a number of jobs there's lots of artists in Laguna Woods.
Yeah.
And
to have that natural light.
Right, we have lots of light coming in, and I can put lights in the ceilings too. But she's an artist, and she has this nice little room that I made for her, or we made for her, and we just finished it a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, you can see by the picture that, I mean, it's like an indoor-outdoor room.
Right.
And I love that feel. That's something special we have here in California, which has become a really big thing, is to have these like indoor-outdoor spaces.
Right, and one of the ladies I did a job for, we finished recently, she lives right on the creek, and she had a patio, but now I just finished it last week, and it looks, she can sit in there, she's got when the water's running down that creek, it's a great little view.
Oh,
and it's really nice. And she said, hey, I'm a happy camper. I love it. So that's, that's what you want to hear from people.
What have you found are some of the reasons people are doing it? So you mention like artists.
Yeah.
People who are painting or that kind of thing.
Mahjong.
Okay.
And, I did a job, that's what these ladies, they play their Mahjong, is that how you say that? And I just finished another one about 6 months ago, and she has her card games out there for them. And so there's, and plus, and a computer room. That's another thing, computer room. Put their computer out there and use that. So it's lots of reasons to do it. And the quality of the rooms are really good now. A lot better than they've been even 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And the glass is dual pane, low E glass, and really it's as good as the glass that you put in your house now. And the cover is insulated, and we do a lot of, and there's really only one thing you have to worry about in a patio enclosure basically is rain. And so we've got the rain now, and so you don't, the rooms are sealed up, and the roof is sealed up, and it's not like a regular, like it's got shingles and stuff on it. It's a regular aluminum roof, and so it has to be sealed. And so after, you know, we have a rain now. I just a job that just put in. I'll see today whether it's didn't have any leaks, and I'm sure it does. 95% of them don't have leaks. Sometimes you have a little leak, go back and fix it. But I'll check it out. But I guarantee anyone that we do a job for that I'll guarantee their lifetime guarantee on the leaks. If they have a leak 4 or 5 years from now, I'll fix it. So it's they don't have to worry about that.
So you answered the next question about how does rain affect your work? Does it slows you down?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's good to give boys a day off once in a while too, because we don't get that much rain here, and when we get it, it's nice. But you just take a day off. But yeah, right now we're pulling down a cover. We can do that a little bit. It's not raining too much today, but getting ready for it. But yeah, the rain is it's okay. It doesn't really affect us that much, but
it's kind of like a treat, kind of like how people get a snow day, a day off
of
school.
Yeah, the boys say, and the guys say, hey, it's raining, I'm gonna take the day off. Okay, take the day off. Yeah.
So how about tell us about repeat business? Do you get a lot of that?
Well, yes, I do, but sometimes I have to wait a generation because I just finished the job. One of my big remodels, of the 2 big ones I did last year, I remodeled their parents' house, which was right next door to where I did this one 30 years ago.
Wow.
And these are the kids. And they came and they called me last year and said that, I remember his name was Joe Walsh. Great couple, Joe and Doris Walsh. The daughter called me and said, we're going to remodel the house. So I did the whole complete remodel. So yeah, repeat business is there, but sometimes you got to wait for it.
Yeah, that's funny.
So,
and then this community is such a tight community. How about when you run into your customers?
I do, and particularly, like this commercial has kind of put me out there a little bit. But every time I go in the gate, not all the time, but people, I saw you on TV. And so the other day I was at Stater Brothers, and I wheeling by, and I caught out of the corner of my eye, I saw, is that Sean? Hey, Sean. And your backdrop here, those 3-story buildings back there, he lives in one of those. Well, this is about 6 months ago. He called me, and he just moved in. He was remodeling his whole house, and he wanted a patio. So we did a patio for him, and it turned out really good. But then the commercials started, and but he got me another job in that building, which led to another job. And I had like 5 jobs started from him, and I would show his job. And I told him, you kind of started this thing for me, this little...
With the patios?
With the latest bump in all this work. And I say, hey, thanks a lot. I go, hey, listen, I might be buying another house, and so we're going to do another one. But I'm putting the word out there for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah, but that's...
Well, it definitely cannot have a better referral or advertising than a word of mouth referral.
No, and especially a guy like him, he's a good talker, and he goes, come on, he brings them over, cut right there. And plus, especially the ones, because all the ones that he sent me, of almost all the exact same type job, and so the cost was the same. So I give him the same price. It makes it pretty easy.
Yeah.
So.
That's wonderful. What would you say is the best part of your job? What brings you the most fulfillment?
Well, just that lady yesterday said I'm a happy camper. And I go, but to get the job, and then I did a job years ago for a guy that had the final inspection, and we didn't put a light up outside. And and you have to have a light there. This is a complete thing. And the inspector came out there, and he goes, oh, I'm going to sign this off. And then he said, what about this light? You think that contractor will come back and do that? And then Mike, his name was Mike Agway, he goes, we trust Dan implicitly. And so people trust you. And you take a job and you turn it into something really nice, but the people appreciate it. And so, if they tell me, hey, it's not just a referral. I just want them to know, get what I tried to do for them and work with them to give them what they wanted. It's not me, it's them. I try to build what they want. That's what I'm doing.
Make their dreams become a reality.
Right.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here and sharing this
thanks
with
a lot.
us. It was so nice to meet you.
Okay.
Stay with us, because up next we'll have Sports Corner with Cole Young. We'll be right back.